Channel 37 News
with
Jane Scott, Catherine Thomas,
and Ariana Phillips.
And your special guest.
We get her done!
Yeah, they do.
Good evening and welcome to Channel 37 News. I'm your host, Jane Scott.
And I'm Catherine Thomas.
Tonight in news, a young boy in Swindon, England has successfully solved the murder of his neighbor's dog. Christopher Boone, a 15-year-old autistic boy, was seen by Swindon police on his neighbor's front lawn petting the deceased dog. Police said that the dog was stabbed with a garden fork that belonged to the neighbor. While Christopher was petting the animal, the owner of the dog, Eileen Shears, stepped outside and shouted at the boy, assuming that he had killed her beloved pet. Eileen then called the police. Our field reporter Ariana Phillips is live with Ms. Shears now. Ariana?
Thank you, Jane. And here we are on Randall Street at the home of Mrs. Shears. Mrs. Shears,
Yes, dear.
what did you first think when you saw Christopher on your lawn petting your dead dog?
Oh my god. Don't touch a dead dog. I mean, who touches a dead dog? Who touches a dead dog? I mean, yes, I pet a dog, but a living dog, not a dead dog. Would you touch a dead dog?
No.
Exactly. Let's call a friend or ask the audience. You don't touch a dead dog. I mean, don't touch a bloody dead dog. Don't friggin' touch it.
Well, I had more questions, but I think we understand how you feel. Back to the newsroom.
Thank you, Ariana. Now back to the story. When the police came by to investigate the situation, Christopher assaulted the officer when he was touched. The boy was then arrested and released later with only a caution. Christopher then decided to investigate the murder of the dog against his father's wishes. Now we go to Ariana, our field reporter, who is with Christopher Boone now on site. Ariana?
I'm now on location in Swindon with Christopher Boone. Christopher, why would you touch a dog when it was dead?
Because I like dogs. I like Wellington.
Okay. How did you feel when your mother left?
It was her decision to do sex with Mr. Shears.
Okay, well, how did you work up the courage to go on the train all by yourself?
I did maths.
Ah, very good. So I heard you wrote a book.
I did. All by myself.
Okay, well, thank you, Christopher. Oh my God. Back to the newsroom.
Thank you, Ariana. Now we go to Catherine, who has more on our lead story tonight. Catherine?
Thanks, Jane. More on our top news story. Christopher Boone went on with his investigation to later reveal that his father was the murderer of the dog. Later that day, Christopher was reported missing by his father. The boy was spotted on the train to London. The police officer who saw Christopher was able to ask a few questions before the boy slipped away. The officer and Christopher said Christopher was running away because he was frightened of his father. He was running away to his mother's house, and officers found him the next day. He is now safe and sound. Now we will go over to our field reporter, Ariana Phillips, who is on scene with Christopher Boone's mother, Mrs. Boone. Ariana?
Thank you, Jane. I'm now across the street at Christopher's father's house with the mother of Christopher, Mrs. Boone. Mrs. Boone, a couple of questions. Why did you leave Christopher and his father in the first place?
That's a personal question, and I'm not sharing that with the public.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. Did you ever think that your husband would kill a dog?
Well, my husband is a very short-tempered man, but I always thought he'd kill me before anything else.
Oh, okay. Well, through this whole situation, how do you think Christopher's feeling?
Well, I mean, you never know what that boy's thinking. He's always so jumbled up, and you never know what he's going to do.
Oh, well, we did catch wind that Christopher went to London to visit you all by himself.
Well, I think that relates to the last question, because you never know what the child is going to do.
Okay, well, alrighty. Thank you, Mrs. Boone, for your insight.
Anytime, sweet treat.
Thank you, Ariana. Now, in other news, a local elderly woman has just given birth to 6 separate twins hours ago. Esther Jones is 85 years old, and her husband Cletus, who is also 85 years old, are overjoyed. The 6 separate twins consist of 2 girls and 4 boys. Their names are Bertha, Lois, Arnold, Augustus, Randy, and Archie.
That's all the news for tonight. This is Channel 37 News, signing off. I'm Catherine Thomas.
And I'm Jane Scott. And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Good night.
And you guys are fags.
We're gonna go to our next interview with the clock. Hello, clock. How are you?
I'm good, you.
This is the question everyone wants to know. What time is it? Light switch. Hi, Light Switch. How are you doing today?
I'm doing so good. It's not even funny.
Oh, well, I guess I'll go then. So, Light Switch, what turns you on? Channel
Wow, you can't see your
37
heads.
News.
You can't see your heads. Wow, your heads aren't in it, dumb.
Channel 37 News.
Where?
Don't touch a dead dog.
Don't do it.
Never.
America, can we? It's
Miracle, can we? I'm on. Oh, thank you, Jay. Sorry. And thank you, Jane. I'm now on location in Swindon with Christopher Boone. Now,
Guys, you can hear everything.
I think we can keep it.
Not you.
He was laughing.
Miracle. Oh my God, this damn phone.
If it's Jesse, I'll shoot. There we go.
Seriously, we're gonna Guys,
Okay, you guys. And thank you, Jane. I'm now on location in Swindon with Christopher Boone. Now, Christopher, why would you touch the dog when it was...
Okay, honestly,
How do you feel when Mother left?
It was her decision to do sex with Mr.
Oh my God, I forgot the name. How did you feel when Mother left?
It was her decision to do sex with Mr. Shears.
All right. How'd you work? What? I'm sorry. And thank you, Jane. I'm now on location in Swindon with Christopher Boone. Christopher, how'd you feel when Mother left?
You said the wrong line.
Yeah, you retard.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Channel 37 News. Oh my God. So there's a dog.
Wellington! And there's cat.
Now look who laughs like that.
Thank you. When the police came by to investigate the situation, Christopher.
He did.
The end. I just spilled the Coke again.
Bernie, look at me. Look at me. She just spilled my Coke on my paper. Like legit. Now I'm gonna have to sniff it off. No.
Second time.
Good evening and welcome to Bernie.
Don't freaking come back. Ow. Get out of
Your
here.
mom's calling.
My mom?
Yeah, on your cell phone.
Oh, Jesus, guys. Bernie has the attention.
English class.
Bernie has the attention span of a goldfish. Mom.
Oh crap! I'm trying to take a picture.
What was that? Oh my God. Thank you, Ariana. Now we go over to Catherine, who has more on the story. Catherine?
More on our top story now. Christopher Boone went on his investigation to later reveal that his father was the murderer of the dog.
Can we do this one over?
Why?
I practiced.
Yeah, because you're like,
Chris Brown, y'all. He ran away because he was frightened of his father.
I'm a creep.
He was running away to his mother's house. Officers found him the next day. He is now
Bernie,
serving down.
give me popcorn.
Now we will go to our field reporter Ariana Phillips, who is on location with Christopher Boone's mother, Mrs. Boone. Ariana.
Bernie, what are you doing? Can you clear it?
Oh, you guys suck. Okay.
I have to kind of go off the top of my head.
What?
They suck.
Yeah, but like before we even started, that's why I wanted to come here.
they
so we could see it.
No, but before
Suck.
Thank you, Ariana. Now, in other news tonight, a local elderly woman has just given birth to sextuplet twins hours ago.
You just said sextuplet.
Yeah, sextuplet? What's a sextuplet?
6 kids as one
Sextuplet?
Sextuplet.
It's not sex.
Sextuplet.
No,
It's not sextuplet.
You said sextuplet.
It's definitely not sextuplet.
Yes, it is.
Sextuplet?
Sextuplet.
Sextuplet. Woo!
It's sextuplet.
I'm having me some
No, I
sextuplets.
just said a sextuplet. It's a sextuplet.
Yep. Okay.
Everybody got
No more about you, Bernie. Come on.
You have to have an ending.
That's it. You just sign off.
A fade out and a song playing out.
Yeah.
All in the lights, all in the lights. Sure.
Get right.
Get
right.
Oh.
Bernie! Oh my god, really? Thank you, Ariana. Now, in other news, a local elderly woman has just given birth to 6-tuplet twins. Esther Jones, who is 85 years old, and husband Cletus Jones, who is 89 years old, are overjoyed. The 6-tuplets consist of 2 girls and 4 boys. Their names are Bertha, Lois. Are you kidding me? Yeah, man, I was good. Tina.
You're like
You guys want to shut up and go away.
You said Cletus.
go away.
I'm just like, yeah.
I will punch you all in the face.
You're ready? I'm gonna go 4 miles per hour. Just
Yep.
there you are, Tina.
I'm talking about you, Brady. Get free.
Oh my god.